Greetings, salutations, and other big words. My name's Ethan. My handle is Wrangler. Welcome to Frequency Studios, weekly wing at number 156 here on Rumble and YouTube. And starting off with us tonight is Mr. Frederick Guimon.
How you doing, everyone? Welcome to the Wing It. It is Monday, and I'm feeling fine. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing all right, except now I'm getting cords tangled up because my cat is crawling in my lap, and my microphone cords are now tangled around his legs. Come on, Hayes. Come on.
It's called
There we go.
playtime, Wrangler.
Yeah, I sat and gave him lap time earlier just so he would not do this now, but he just knows.
You just warmed him up for
Yeah,
showtime.
he's like, yeah, I know you get a show coming up. I'm gonna get in your lap anyway.
It's
So
the best
how?
time.
Let's look at this gorgeous art you're working on right now. I'm gonna blow that up to
Yes.
full screen.
It's coming along pretty good.
It really is.
Did most of it, most of the finishing stuff last week. We had Saboteur on the Proof of Comics on my channel. And then I did a little bit of extra, like a flannel shirt kind of patterns I did after the show.
Yeah,
And,
I love that. She looks more like an actual farmer now rather than Dennis the Menace.
yeah,
The chick version of Dennis the Menace.
yeah, it's getting really close to being pencils done. Like, there's not a whole lot of detail that's missing out. I just fixed her sigh with you
Oh
according to
yeah,
your references.
gorgeous, man.
Yeah, I even like took a little bit off her cheekbones just to make them a little less cheeky.
Oh, her personality, she's always going to be a little cheeky.
Uh, so yeah, it's getting there, man. I'm really feeling it. It's
Yeah, the shades on that look really good and everything. And I don't even know how much shading's complete yet, but it looks really good, man.
yeah, it's part of the way there. I mean, though you never know. I mean, even during the inking phase, sometimes you still add a little bit here and there. You get a better idea of what it's going to look like since it's an inked piece at the end of the day. So it's hard black and white. So as you're inking, you also get a little bit of ideas of how to execute, how to do shades. Should I?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue where to start. I'm like, okay, if I was trying to figure it out, I'd figure, okay, if the light is from this direction, where would the shades be? And then I have to think about a whole lot of different curvatures and surface contours and everything, and I would be lost. I'd be overwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean, this one's not too complicated. It's got a nice overhead light. You got the shadows on the other arms, and you also have bouncing light as well. So they're not in just a single source. Like if they were, let's say, in a sewer, right, with a single source of light, you'd have a hard light at the top and no bouncing light. So now we have, like, if you look at our arm, most of the light is at the top of the arm, but
Yeah,
you also have a line of
a
light.
little from underneath.
That's the bouncing light from underneath. So it's the same thing with the gun,
Wow.
the metal. So it's very common ambient lighting.
Now, what's blowing me away is her flannel pattern. That because I've seen you do bricks on walls, which must have been tedious and a lot of detail. This looks like it's almost that same principle, except they're not straight, and you have to stay true to the rumpling of the clothes.
They are straight, but they follow, as you say, they follow the. So what I did is I did the folds. I think I did the folds last episode towards the end of the show. And so after the show, I just went in with, straight parallel lines, except I'm following the folds all the way down. So that's kind of the idea.
Yeah. Animation Overload joins us. What's up, Animation? Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, Animation Overload?
Yeah.
How
But
you been?
I was looking at the those details, the lines of the flannel shirt pattern, and I'm like, that must have been very tedious.
No, not at all, dude. It's almost like skiing down a hill, right? You start at the top, and then you just focus, and you're like, okay, I turn here. Oh, I go up here. So you just listen to a podcast, some good music, and you just follow the line all the way down.
Yeah. Now, what on this would have been the most tedious part for you?
Um, the braid, I had to focus with the braid to make sure, it aligned, because she's got the braids, but at the same time, she's got her what do you call her bangs at the front.
Mm-hmm.
So want to make sure I get that right. A lot of pouches and stuff. I don't know if tedious is the right word, but there's a lot. So you want to make sure you get everything in place without looking jumbled. You want to make sure stuff looks natural and fit.
Yeah, all that stuff there without looking busy. It all looks like it flows naturally.
Yeah, yeah.
You do amazing work, man. I am very happy with how that's coming out.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Of course, the most important things is the faces. Like I really worked the face, especially Elizabeth's face. I want to make sure I get the cheek, I got the chin. You got to. I like to erase a lot. If I'm not satisfied with something, I'll just okay. This is not the one. I'm not feeling it. Let's have another go at it. And this is good quality board, so you can. It could take a few. When I was a kid and I was erasing on photocopy paper, you'd rip through that paper in no time. This is quality board, so when it's not there, you just erase and have another go at it.
Yeah, and now I'm looking at the kind of like the frayed ends of her hair, her bangs and stuff. That looks like it must have taken some real attention to detail to get it to look so good.
A little bit. I didn't work on it all at one go. Like I get the general shape of it at the beginning, and then I'd work on some other stuff, and then I'd add a little bit here, a little bit of pattern here, then okay, a little bit more shadow here. So it's kind of a progressive kind of back and forth. It's almost like a bee, going from flower to flower, right? I'm not like hammering away at one shape until it's done. I'm just working shapes here and there, and progressively the whole drawing gets a little bit more focused and detailed.
Yeah, that is just outstanding, though. Animation Overload says it's looking good, Frederick.
Well, thank you, good sir. Appreciate that. I'm going to be scanning this piece, make sure I preserve the pencils because I'm really happy with the pencils, just in case the inking doesn't go. I mean, it always goes okay. Like I've never had any problems with inking. I mean, of course, you have things to fix here and there. There's always a little bit of white out, and that's kind of par for the course. But it's like when I was younger and working with the brushes and the quills, there was a lot more spills, especially you got cats around. You don't want to.
Yeah, I haven't seen your cat tonight. Whiteout. Where is she? What's her real name?
Molly is her name. She's on the
Molly?
couch. She's like, she might swing by, but she's just sitting comfortably on the couch right now.
Molly is such a popular pet name. Like when I did my FedEx route, I knew the names of more dogs than I did people. There were like 3 different Mollys, 3 different dogs named Molly on that route. And my brother at the time, my brother had a dog named, not my brother, my dad had a dog named Molly. My brother had Fenway and Wrigley for dogs, but that was their names. But I'm like, wow, Molly is such a popular name for dogs. It's unreal.
I couldn't tell you why. I mean,
you have a cat named Molly. I guess Molly is just a good pet name.
Yeah, and I didn't name her. I got her as well. I wouldn't say rescue necessarily, but a couple who had some second thoughts about keeping their cat, and the black cat was super lonely. He was like, he would meow the saddest, like playing a 1-string violin that's tuned too tight. Whenever you'd leave the apartment, you'd like break your heart just to hear him meow through the door, like, where are you going? Why are you leaving me alone? So I figured I'm gonna get a second cat just to keep him company, so he doesn't
what's hilarious though is the first time I noticed Molly was when she came up on your board on camera right after you were talking about getting rid of lines, whiting out, and then all of a sudden she popped up, a white cat. I'm like, that's why I started calling her Whiteout. But
yeah, that's a good name. That's a good name. I like it. I like it a lot. It's the perfect name for an artist's cat.
Yeah, I'm almost tempted to tell you to leave the cat on there.
Oh, the
ethereal kitten that's being launched.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you still have. You
I'm
can
still
think about it.
undecided, but
I'm
you
gonna
know,
scan it.
when I showed it to Sonnet, she absolutely loved that.
See, that's
And
that'll do it.
since she's the co-creator, I do got to kind of take her opinion into
'Cause
consideration
I
here.
can ink her with a very thin line, so it doesn't look like a cat's head is jammed
Yeah.
in there, but like it's like an ethereal.
Yeah, it's energy that's
Yes, so
shaped like a kitten,
it
but
won't have the same weight as her body. Her
right.
body's gonna have a darker, thicker outline. So especially
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the
even now we're seeing that contrast between Haley and Elizabeth being corporeal and the cat face there being almost ghostly.
yes, yes. It's gonna the relationship is gonna change when it's inked because the inking does not have the same difference as the pencils, but I'm going to do it in a different way. So Haley's going to have a thicker outline to make her pop in the foreground compared to Elizabeth. Elizabeth is also going to have a dark outline around her, but it's going to be a little bit thinner in comparison just to make the foreground pop. And that's where I would go with the cat with the smallest, thinnest, like micron, just to show that this is not this is not a form that has weight to it.
Right. It's pure energy. Christy's joined us. How you doing, Christy? She
Hey.
says hi to us both.
How you doing, Chrissy? Nice to see you. So yeah, and I also did this piece over the weekend.
Oh, let me blow that up to full screen.
Yeah, this is another drawing of Rattel.
Oh, you got background lines. I don't think when you showed the earlier sketch, I don't think it had any background lines.
No, it didn't. I've been adding some like obsessively because
Excessively.
so
He's
this
at warp speed. He's gone to plaid.
when I did this piece, remember this piece from last month?
Yeah.
I was actually trying to do this piece.
Oh.
So I was trying to put this like full heading almost towards the camera, full speed, but it came out like this. And I was like, it's not bad, but it's not quite what I'm trying to get.
That's just him casually coasting above the city, where the other
Yes.
one looks like he's on a mission.
Yeah, well,
He's in mid-action.
and then I decided I was like, all right, he looks like he's going lightning fast. And then I said to myself, lightning.
Filaments.
Let's bring in that lightning. And
Yeah,
so that's gonna be
the horrible lightning sound effect, but
it's gonna be crazy. And I don't even think I need to outline the lightning. If I just do the speed lines and I stop them at where the lightning is just going to be pure light and it doesn't need a contour. So I'm going to try that and throw color on that, and it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a party.
yeah. Christy asked, have they changed the format? I'm gonna guess you clicked on the portrait format of the stream rather than the landscape.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of that.
There's on the channel, Christy, you're going to see two streams going simultaneous. One is in the typical landscape format, and one is in the portrait for people who like to watch on cell phones. Which I'm the weirdo, because even when I'm on the cell phone, I tend to watch I watch a landscape format just because of the user interface. I'm not a fan of the user interface for the portrait, but I guess the portrait version is becoming more popular with a lot of people.
Yeah, I think YouTube pushes it out to different crowd, which has good sides and bad sides too, as we saw last week on my show.
Yeah, like one thing I'm not a fan of when it comes to the portrait is when you're scrolling through the up and down through the chat. If you go to scroll down just a little bit more, and all of a sudden you've accidentally swiped to a different video altogether.
Yeah, I've been wondering if because yesterday I did the commandos and we did it on my channel, but it's not my show per se. So
you were hosting it for the evening.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Patrick's away because he's coming back from surgery. So me and
what made Patrick decide he wanted to do the transition, I wonder?
Yes, I mean, people were calling him a twink too often. I think he got to his head. But all jokes aside, it's going to be like going back and forth on Carbon's channel and mine. But I was like, I'm not going to do this vertical thing. It doesn't feel appropriate. We've never done it on the Commandos, and it would feel odd. And going through that train of thought, I think I might even drop it for my own show. I don't know if I want to keep it. We'll see. I'm kind of thinking about it.
I've noticed I get a lot more drop in, drop out views on the portrait, but I get steadier views, not nearly as many, but the ones that come on the landscape side are more likely to hang around and chat.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people coming in and one through the portrait when they're just trying to look for the normal stream. They're like, what is this? What's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's not pushing people out in a way. So I don't know. I'm just
come for the portrait, stay for the landscape.
I'm just reflecting on those questions lately.
Yeah. So I made the mistake of paying attention to some news for the last couple of days.
Oh no! Why'd you do that?
I guess because I was in too much of a good mood, and then and so I had an idea for something I wanted to do to try and lighten the mood, but I didn't have time between getting off of work and starting the show to actually do it. I was thinking of making a segment called the Weekly News Nugget and like making a but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that would, if I'm going to do it right, I would have to make actually like a 2-minute video and then put it in the media assets and play that rather than just, do it live. But I'm thinking of like going into Grok Imagine and making up like an intro for it, weekly news nugget, and like show get the telegraph sound effect going, that deet, 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 and show the earth spinning, and it just goes faster and faster and faster, then comes to a halt.
Oh, with newsreel music, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that kind of thing, and then all of a sudden, after spinning faster and faster, the earth comes to a screeching halt. You see a pair of eyes open up and a mouth open up, and the earth says, "Whoa, I'm dizzy."
And everyone like is jettisoned into space.
Yeah. And then just do like take the harshest news I could find and then turn it into a absurd joke and say, "You're now up to date. This has been the weekly news nugget," and then just show Earth, get that telegraph music going again with Earth just burning with a sign that says, "You are here."
I mean, there's a lot of news happening lately.
But this is a Monday night show, so doing that, I would always be like 1 week behind because I can't come up with it the day of, because getting off work and starting the show, I don't have time to do the editing.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, maybe if I start pursuing that idea, I would do that like as its own 2-minute, just an individual upload.
I mean, you don't need to do the editing of the news you review, though. I mean, you can just do a live reaction to it as long as you've got your edited intro. Yeah, I agree. Animation overload.
I think Christy may have found the other.
She's made the switch. Welcome back, Chrissy. Welcome to Panoramic Vision.
Christy says, "You're the one who introduced me to Grok, so it's your fault." What? When did I introduce you to Grok? I've told you that I use Grok. I don't remember introducing you to it. I didn't even know you were using Grok, Christy. What have you been doing with Grok? Because when I was first shown Grok, I started doing the most intelligent thing you could possibly do. Asking it questions like, what would happen if Buford T. Justice was in Lord of the Rings, and that kind of stuff.
The real question.
Very, very high-end intellectual stuff. I get, that's right. I did show you how to use Grok. I forgot about that. Says when I was over there last time. Yep.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, I did show her how to use Grok. I didn't know you'd been actually using it. Yeah. Oh, you know what we need? Some background tunes to keep it going, or else every time I stop for my awkward silence, it hits a little harder than it should.
Yeah, and I'm drawing, so sometimes I'm focused on the page a little bit.
Yeah, it still amazes me how you can sit there and draw while having a conversation. I've tried having conversations while typing on a live stream, and I just can't do it.
It's really not the same thing because you're working on words when you're typing. I'm just working on an image. It's not using the same part of the brain. And I wouldn't say that I can maintain a conversation 100% of the time, maybe like 80, 90% of the time.
Yeah. Oh, I do understand when a really good conversation gets going, you don't get any drawing done on your streams.
Well, especially when I'm doing like an interview. If I've got a guest, and if it's not a particularly talkative guest who's who's got short answers to your long questions, and then I've got to spend a lot of focus and attention, and especially when it's like a distinguished guest, like who's done Marvel and DC and stuff, and I don't want to like appear like a buffoon too much.
Too much,
I'll,
just a little bit, not too much.
I mean, it's inevitable that I'm going to be myself, but so I'll put a little bit more effort and focus. But sometimes it's like friends of ours who come on the show, so it's like sometimes I don't even have to say anything. I mean, to be fair, when Billy Bawb is here, he's just he'll just start talking, and the conversation gets going.
Yeah. Well, Billy Bawb tends to have that a little more of that natural social ability from the rest of us, I think. But
he's very talkative. So if you're in a room full of introverts, having that one talkative person is good to break the ice.
Yeah, well, he kind of holds the whole. We all hang out individually and stuff, but he kind of holds the whole group together as a. He's kind of in it. Somehow accidentally become the nucleus of the group. What's up, Maji? She says, hello, my friends.
Hey, Maji. What's up? You gotta your book's got to be really close to the end now, right? I think you're finished writing it. It's
I think she is, and I think she's got all the artwork. She's having some illustrations in there.
Yeah, but I never trust when a writer tells me, yes, I'm finished with my book. I'm like, sure you are.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm pretty sure it's not too different. No matter how finished I am, if I sit there and read through it again, I'll find something else to tweak.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And then when I go, all right, at some point, I gotta call it done and move on. I call it done. I put it out to publish. I get the physical copy in my hand. I open it up and find a typo. It's like, I've had multiple editors go through it, and I went through it after each editor, and I still find a typo. It's like, wow.
God, I hope that doesn't happen to me. I have a better chance of having no typos, not because I'm better, because I have less words.
Yes.
That doesn't mean I don't have like art mistakes too. That happens as well.
Yeah, but with art being stylized, it's much easier to blend in and not pop out. And sometimes you're the only one who will see it as a mistake.
Yeah, but you can have like weird mistakes, like you've got too many fingers on that hand, or that she's got two left hands. Or there's ways.
What was that Captain America cover or artwork where it's like, in order for his pecs to look like that, they would have to be opening like a panel on it. It was like the angles were just all wrong.
Oh, the one that looks kind of like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his left shoulder is further back, so it's like how.
I made the pecs way too small.
Did you base that one on that cover?
Yes, but I tried to quote unquote fix it, but I think I made the pecs too small. He looks better when he's a monster.
Yeah,
when he's
well,
an abomination.
well, Cap is supposed to be very bulky and muscular. I like how you have Rattel though. He's muscular, but he's sleek at the same time.
Well,
In
yeah,
fact,
Rattel is
is he a very much a nimble character?
yes.
I know he's skilled, but is he like really nimble?
He has to be able to fly around on a quad board like that. So he's very much like, I see him kind of a Spider-Man type. If
Yeah, he's slightly bulkier than Spidey, I think.
it could be. I mean, different artists have drawn Spidey in different body types. Like he's shifted slightly from artist to artist. But
Now, remember when Deadpool first came out? He was a lot more jacked. They slimmed him down a hair.
well, yeah, he was drawn by Liefeld as well, so he had the bubbly muscles, bubbly leg muscles, and all his characters are kind of jacked.
Yeah. I love those 90s X-Men. Is like everything was like there was that right amount of exaggeration on everything.
Yeah, me too, man.
And I don't know what it is, but shoulder pauldrons were a big thing on half the characters.
Well,
And what was funny is they'd have some things where they just walk around public, they got these giant middle shoulder pauldrons on.
Well, that's why I put some on my character as well. I'm like, I want to bring everything I loved about the 90s. I got like triple pauldrons on each side.
Yeah, but they do come across as more sleek. But the 90s was, I think, some of the peak art styles.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Like
You had both extremes at the same time.
I'll tell you what though, Psylocke, I think looked her best during the 90s.
Oh, dude, when she was drawn by Jim Lee, she was drawn by Mark Silvestri. Yeah, those are the two top artists Marvel's ever had.
Yeah. Too bad her storyline itself is such a convoluted mess.
Sometimes it doesn't even matter. You're like, I'll tolerate. When a woman is beautiful enough, you will tolerate her bullshit.
Yeah, but when I look at Psylocke now, and I think I'm looking at the Psylocke that I thought was awesome in the 90s, I'm realizing, well, this is a completely different character, even though it's technically it's supposed to be the same body, but Betsy Braddock is no longer in that body. Betsy Braddock is now separate from Psylocke. I'm like, I'm torn,
Well, I don't really know because I've never followed the whole story of Psylocke. I got in and she was kind of never the focus of the X-Men stories I was reading. I was into Wolverine a lot more than the general X-Men groups. So
Yeah.
I don't know her whole shtick.
Now, 1990s me was really dumb because I was one of those, like, when I thought of versus battles, I would pick the winner based on what character I like better, not what the character actually, how they operate.
Sure. I mean, we had
Hey, Whiteout.
Whiteout, little kitty cat. She doesn't like that.
Fu Man Blue enters the chat. What's up, Fu? Good to see you. He says, greetings,
Bitches and Chrissy.
Well, at least Christy's getting a little respect today.
Well, yeah, one of us is getting respect. And one of the things of drawing with real pencils is your page gets dirty, man. Especially when drawing so many lines in the background.
Oh, I'd imagine. Was it for pencils? Is it graphite like a regular pencil's made of?
Yes. So, like,
You're going to get a lot of dust.
there's no real white areas. Like, if I erase the white areas, you'll see a whiter streak. Everything's kind of grayed.
Is that how you made the lightning? You put in all the speed lines and then just dragged your eraser along in a filamentary pattern?
No, I drew it in and then did the speed lines. But I think that's how I'm going to ink it, though. I'm not going to draw the contour, as I was telling you earlier. I'm not going to ink the lightning. I'm going to leave it as negative space and then ink the speed lines around the lightning. That will make the lightning just pure light. Because, it doesn't really have a contour. Like we were talking about the cat earlier, right? The ethereal cat. Light does not have a contour. Now, sometimes you got to draw stuff so you know it's on the page. But if it's got enough of a background like this, I can avoid drawing the contour on the lightning, and you'll still see it by its negative space.
Oh, I just realized I was on mute. Yeah, now I wish I had the that clip you play, the draw focus to the stage clip.
Yeah, the Mike Mignola clip. It's a beauty. It's a beauty, I tell you.
Yeah, I might not have that clip, but I do have this one.
Jewish space lasers.
Ah.
And I will always love that clip.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. AOC, what I don't know what your politics are, don't care. You might like her, you might hate her. I probably can't stand half her opinions. But I will always have a special place in my heart for her just because of that one line. No context to it, just Jewish space lasers. That sounds awesome.
And she's the big booty Latina.
That's right. Who started that? Was it Alex Stein?
Yes, that's totally an Alex Stein creation.
I think he did a whole rap thing on that after I think they met once and they actually were getting along and chatting and having a good time talking to each other. And then she found out his political persuasion or whatever, and just came out like pretty much trashing him. So how did he react? He went and wrote a rap song and performed it live, professing his affection for his big booty Latina. It's like only Alex Stein can get away with something like that.
Yeah, Alex Stein he's such a good troll, like in the best sense of the word.
Yeah, it's like people are like, you're pissing me off and I love you for it, you know?
Yeah. And he's got a show as well. I've never liked the show as much as I just liked him on the ground trolling. He's got better energy when he's faced with people who are serious and not in on the show.
Well, I think the contrast actually helps him in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's like, rather than run a show himself, he's at his best when he's in a panel of people for him to bounce off of.
Yeah, because it's not just what he's saying; it's the people's reaction. I find.
Yeah, Fu Man Blue says, "Big booty Latina, shout out," and he says, "Alex is absolutely insane.
He's wild."
Yeah, there's two insane Alexes out there. Jones and Stein. Jones and Stein, that should be a show, just the two of them.
Jones and Stein.
Yeah. Just pump them both up on cocaine and stick them in front of a camera together.
Wow.
Maji is lurking in the background. You never know when she's going to jump out at you.
That would definitely be entertaining.
What's that? Jones and Stein or Maji jumping out at us from the background?
Both at the same time.
Or Maji jumping out the background at Jones and Stein?
There you go. So here's the other 90s staple is straps. That's one thing that the character did not
Gauntlet
have
straps
in the first book. Yep. I've been, especially between books, like I did this before starting the first one. I'm trying to do as many pinups and illustrations as I can. It gives me kind of a space to try stuff out. You know, since it's not directly part of the story, I can play with the costume a little bit, try some style stuff. It gives a little bit of more leeway during that period. And so I'm adding back some straps, which I didn't put in the first book. I'm like, okay, well, especially since I'm totally destroying the costume in the first book, right? First and second book in the beginning. So which is a perfect opportunity if you want to do a redesign after he's scrapped
and
the
I would
costume.
imagine he's going to sit there and make little adjustments and updates to it, sometimes major, sometimes minor, as he goes along.
Yeah, but now he's gonna like fall from the sky and get his costume totally ripped. So he's gonna have to like order a new one regardless. So you're probably not
Where
going to
does he
have the
get that
exact
from?
same.
Walmart.com?
Well, and he's got the Silk Road. He's going to order his stuff from the Silk Road. It's a special type of elastic Kevlar. It's got it.
Fu Man Blue says, "Did you guys hear about the? Oops, there we go. Did you guys hear about the new podcast that Brent Spiner and Johnny Frakes are doing? It was only 15 minutes long. LMAO. They read a few questions from some cards and said goodbye. 1,500 in chat. We were all like, what the whiskey Tango Foxtrot over." See, Brent didn't know where the questions came from, and he called them dumbass. Yeah, I did hear that they were doing a thing together, but I didn't hear anything else about that. That's hilarious.
I didn't hear about that. I did see him on my feed, so maybe that's why he popped up on the feed.
They're only 15 minutes. I'm a stuttering fool, and we're here almost at 40 minutes. So I guess that's a bit of a confidence boost for me. They're supposed to be professionals.
Are you saying we're live?
Oh, I guess I should have told you that part.
Oh no! Oh dear!
You know what's funny is sometimes I think I'm a better conversationalist when we go off air than I ever am while we're on the air.
Yeah, I mean, there's no pressure to entertain. Like, you're not thinking about people watching when you're off the air, so
Yeah.
it's way more natural. But I think with practice, I found I've gotten more natural. I've been doing.
Oh yeah, you've definitely.
It's been a year and a half. So
Yeah,
I mean,
you get on the air now on your show, and you just go as if we were chatting off air, no problem. You've definitely come a long way on that. I gotta catch up.
That's cool.
That's probably why I got so many little stupid video shorts over here to click on. It's like, oh, I don't know what to say. Quick, click a video.
That was my crutch in the first 6 months to a year. The whole year is whatever it'd be silent. I'd be okay. Let's play a video. Then we could react to the video.
Usually Sabrina.
Well, that's where.
Yeah, I've noticed your Sabrina plays have kind of become fewer and fewer, which is how I noticed you were doing better and better at talking.
That's the thing, is the conversations are kind of rolling now. It's people are shooting the shit, and at some point I realized, I got to tell everyone to shut up and play Sabrina now because it's been over an hour and we haven't played her. So
yeah, now it's reached a point I don't need to, but it feels wrong if I don't.
Yeah.
Fu Man Blue says, plus when you're talking to people face to face, they can say stuff too. Talking into the void is unnatural. Yeah. Although there's it's weird. I've seen some internet personalities where when they're just doing a 20-minute monologue for a show, a video upload, they're pretty good. And then when you put them in a group of people, I'm like, oh, dude, shut up. Some people flow well with the conversation. Some people are fantastic with a monologue.
Yeah, I did a few solo streams in early December, and I've been my routine has kind of shifted lately, so I kind of focused on putting that on the back burner. I'll get back into it when I start working on Rattel 2, which is going to be probably in 2 weeks. I'll get back to doing some solo streams in the morning, because you've watched one or two. I've seen you in the chat, and those are kind of cool too. It's there's something appealing about being solo as well, because you can voice your thoughts all deeper. Because when you're with a group of people will comment, shift the topic, take it in a new direction. It's almost like Aikido, right? You have to roll with where the conversation is heading. But when you're soloing, it's like drilling a deep well. You can go.
Yeah, but it also depends on the individual too. Like I said, some people are great when they go monologuing and they can just freestyle speak. for a while and do a fantastic job. Look at all the great talk radio hosts who would do a live show, radio shows, and would sit there and talk by themselves for like an hour before they even took a caller. And a lot of times I'm like, oh, stop taking callers, go back to just talking. I was enjoying listening to you. You know, I'm one of those when I might have something to say, but once I go through my spiel, I'm like, okay, I got nothing else. Oh, it's only been 15 minutes. I got to do another hour and 45 minutes of this. Oh no, you know, I'm out of stuff. But some folks can just go, and I will admit I'm a little jealous of that because I always wished I could do that. Yeah, Fu Man Blue says that drawing looks amazing, Frederick. And Nefarious has joined us. He says, I'm too introverted to not be solo. I get awkward. Welcome to Weekly Wing, and Nefarious. Good to see you. For those who aren't familiar, Nefarious does a weekly live show himself. He's a game dev, musician, and he usually plays games on his stream. He's a blast to watch. I suggest going to his channel and giving him a sub. He's a good time. Fu Man Blue says, okay, what the hell is going on? I've seen 2 messages from Christy on screen, but nothing in chat. She might be in the other stream. This is simultaneously streamed, Fu, to a portrait and a landscape format. Because when you do that, as much as I don't like
no, come on, Wrangler, tell them the truth. We are broadcasting in multi-dimensions now.
That's right. This is a quantum broadcast. No. Nefarious says, glad to be here, homie. And Christy says, I can go right out the door, LMAO. Fu says, I'm chatty. Well, Mr. Chatty. Let's see. All right, Fu, if you're so chatty, there's your chance.
Oh, come on in. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the Weekly Wing It.
Yeah, he says, when I came on here, there were several messages in chat from her. Yeah, it's that whole simulcast, because that's the thing. When you post in the when you post in the live chat on one, it doesn't show up in the other, and vice versa. But they both get funneled in through here. So, like a lot of times when I hope that went out to both. Remember when we first started doing this, Frederick? We would post out in the live chat. We would see our post pop double because it was going out to both streams.
Oh, that's why.
It doesn't do that every time, so I don't know if that link went to both streams or just one of them.
Yeah, I might revert to just landscape. I don't know yet. I'm going to think about how I feel.
I'm considering that myself. Christy says, go Fu. And Fu is thinking about it. Christy, you can pop on too. Christy, Fu, Neff, Animation Overload, any of you guys, Maji, any of you guys want to hop on the panel, feel free. Before I run out of stuff to talk about.
Oh no.
Well, if worse comes to worse, I can always go to talking about more Metroid.
When I run out of stuff to talk, I just chant, like on solo streams, I'll just channel my inner Bob Ross and start, well, you know, I'm just going to be drawing some happy little speed lines.
Nefarious says, did you draw that, Wrangler? That's incredible. Well, thank you, but I didn't draw it. That's Frederick. That's Frederick in the big box there doing his drawing. He is a comic artist.
Let's show the latecomers your characters here. We got Haley and head cut off version of Elizabeth.
Haley and Elizabeth. Yep.
There we are.
Both
girls.
And then he also drew this. This is Sabrina. That's another one of my characters. Readout has joined us. He says, greetings. I am nothing but stress. How much of that is Steelers' contributions? Yins decide.
Oh, well, come on in, read out if you have the inclination.
Yeah. Read out. Anything good happen in wrestling lately? I used to follow wrestling a lot, and not so much anymore. It was like early 2000s. I was still watching, and then the later part of the early. I kind of whoops. Christy tried to hop in, but his device is not connected. Up there it goes. What's up, Christy?
Hello.
And she's gone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, but
try again.
Yeah, I especially liked it, like when Nick Foley was the commissioner and everything. It was all so entertaining. I guess he's been speaking out politically, so I haven't paid attention specifically because usually when people start getting out there and talking, celebrities start talking politically, it makes me cringe.
Oh yeah, especially I think that the pendulum has swung in the other direction now. I think what was it? One of the actresses, like what's her name? The first action star.
The first action. Oh yeah. I'm blanking on her name. Jennifer Lawrence. There we go.
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence has recently said something smart, which is like a broken watch, being right twice a day.
I'll give her the credit. Whenever these celebrities are going out there and saying a bunch of cringe stuff, when they finally come out and say something that's like actually cool, I'm like, yes, finally. I don't want to dislike any of you, so please say cool stuff,
And yeah, she said something like, nobody wants to hear what, celebrities' political opinions, just
yes,
shut up already.
Yes.
And she's not the only one. There's a couple of celebrities who are kind of like self-aware in that way.
Yeah. Readout says, I am no longer a follower of wrestling. Have not been for a few years. I am merely a historian of classic wrestling now. No, I don't blame you. That was probably some of the best wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Old-time wrestling. I remember it would pop on the TV after the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, that's right. What's up, Fu Man Blue? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Might be working on the audio there.
Yeah, in the video.
Yeah, if you're talking, we can't hear you right now.
Chrissy says, I tried. I didn't want to pay. Mainly, I don't have enough in my account.
Well, for enough in your account for... Oh, she's doing it from her phone and she's got limited minutes. That might be the thing.
Oh.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Chrissy says, hey, F you. Wow.
No. She says, hey, Fu. Now, Fu, I still don't know if you're trying to talk or not. We're not getting any audio out of you. Yeah, he muted and unmuted, but still...
Well, at least he's present.
He's trying something with the audio settings. Let's see. All right. If perhaps the Fu, I was going to say you when on your panel along the bottom there, you would see the 3 vertical dots. When you click on that, you get things like mic settings and all that. It said it's $7.99 a week. $7.99 a week for what, Christy? Not for coming on here.
StreamYards.
She said she heard Fu the first time.
What?
Really?
We didn't hear him.
I don't know. StreamYards does funky stuff sometimes.
That's so strange.
Okay, Fu, we're still not hearing anything out of you. Yeah, if you click the 3 vertical dots, you'll see a gear bar a gear icon that says edit mic settings. That might give you the solution you're looking for.
Yeah. Chrissy, I think StreamYards is trying to sell you a subscription, but you don't have to have a subscription to be a guest.
Now?
Oh,
Yes, we got you.
oh! What's
hear
up,
you.
What's
man?
up, boys?
How you doing, man?
I'm good now that I got that squared away, man.
5-5.
High fives all around.
There you go. How you doing?
All right, I'm fancy now. But I got no picture. What? I gotta have a picture, bro.
You must be some kind of vampire.
Here we go. No, I assure you. I'm 100% alive. Video
That's
image.
good, because if you're not alive and you're on here talking to us, then something's
That's just
gone
creepy.
a little
yeah,
off.
bro. For sure.
There's his picture.
What about
Interview
now?
with a vampire.
Oh,
Christy's gonna
Yeah,
try
what's-
and
why is that on the screen?
well, because you shared. I think you hit the.
No, that wasn't my fault. I'm trying to get my avatar. I just put it up on screen, so now I know how to put stuff up on screen. You better than deep shit.
Oh,
Food. Your voice
just
just
gotta-
got hard.
you just got a package in the mail, Wrangler.
Yeah, is it a badger in a box? Oh, I hope it's a badger in the box.
How you doing?
Edit avatar. Here we go.
What's up, James?
Chilling, enjoying the evening. Thought I'd come on here and pester
Your
you.
volume's a little low, James. If you could pump it up.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's a little better.
Oh, much
Ah,
better.
There you go.
Foo's got his picture back.
Why am I
Christy
on
has
three
joined
screens?
us.
Hello there.
What the
How you
hell?
doing, Christy?
Oh,
Why am I on 3 screens?
Because one is your little control screen at the bottom. One is the main format, the main landscape format for one of the streams, and the other stream, which is in portrait.
Oh,
That's
got
why I
it.
said if you go to my channel, you see 2 weekly Wing It streams happening simultaneous. It's going out in 2 different formats.
Got it.
what a headache.
And Frederick, I think you're right. I think this might be the last week I do the dual.
Yeah, it's a
format.
lot of confusion for very little upside.
Yeah, it allows YouTube to push it out a little bit more for people who swipe through and don't stick around.
I wasn't planning on sticking around either. I was just going to eat my dinner and go back to bed because I took my shot this morning. My migraine shot.
Yep, and that knocks you out for like what, 3 days?
Yeah. And I was asleep and then I woke up. I made some dinner.
You become like a
Actually-
chipmunk in winter. Sleep 3 days, wake up to eat and poop, and then go back to sleep for 3 days.
Hibernate.
My cat's eating the rest of the food out of my pan. Guess he likes my macaroni and cheese.
And
'Cause they
finally,
have different cheeses.
Foo's
Why
got the avatar picture where it's supposed to be. Way to go! How's that audio coming along?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you.
All right. I think we got the kinks worked out.
Nice.
How can I change my picture?
Well,
You just click on yourself, that first box next to present. It's the first box that has your name. Just click there and then it'll say change avatar.
There's 3 dots. Yeah, at the top
I-
right.
I'll just click the picture. I didn't
Yeah,
even click dotties.
Oh,
see,
okay.
it was. Oops. It'll say edit avatar, and then in order for it to show, you got to turn the camera off for it to show like that.
Yeah.
But I got OSB running because I like to show off this
OBS.
beautiful art. OBS. Sorry, what's OSB? Isn't that like a car tool scanner or something? Yeah, I like to show off Frederick's beautiful artwork here.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you.
His artwork is
It's
amazing,
nice,
I
yeah.
have to admit.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. Do I have that other
Oh, that's
one
cool.
from him? Yes, I do. Let's see.
Nice to see you in
so-
person, folks.
It's a wolfie.
There, that's there. I loved it when you did this one, Frederick. The full thing.
Yes.
It looks like a comic book cover. It looks
It-
like
it
the only
should
thing
be.
missing was issue #1 in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
But I got OSB running because I like to show off this beautiful artwork here.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's cool.
Who knows? Maybe down the line it'll become a comic book. You never know.
Oh, that would be cool. I would love to just convert everything I'm doing into graphic novel format one day, or a comic book series.
It would
Perhaps
lend
it'll
itself
happen.
pretty well, I would imagine. I
I
haven't.
always wondered how that would work. I've heard Chad did that with his. You know, what kind of an undertaking is that? Taking a novel and putting it into a graphic novel form, you know?
I don't know. I would imagine it's probably got its own sets of challenges, because how you convey the information is so different. You know how some stories
Yeah.
work better in different formats, so not everything's going to translate 100%.
Damn, I wouldn't think so. Yeah, because especially if you think like Salvatore, who's got the epic fight battle scenes, you know, sword fight scenes, they just go on for pages. I mean, what are you going to do with something like
Yeah,
that?
right.
Because you can't convey that level of detail that he puts into those amazing fights into just a comic for a panel, you know? Not even a,
You're talking about R.A. Salvador, right?
yeah, R.A. Salvatore.
It's his books that, it's his books that got me into reading to begin with.
Really?
And it was specifically, I can't remember the name of the trilogy, but book one was called The Woods Out Back. It was that trilogy that inspired me to try my hand at writing.
Nice.
I think I've only read his Icewind Dale stuff.
Yeah, that was the
Those four
very
colors.
beginning of the series. I did end
I
up
read those
dropping
many
off
times.
from the 100-year time jump, which was much later in the series, and Drist was the only one from the original party still alive. It's like, hold on, the end of last book, they were all still there. Beginning of this book,
Yeah.
they're all gone because time passed. What the heck?
Yeah, that was a downer, man.
Yeah, I just kind of, maybe it got good from there. I don't know, but when I read
Especially
that,
because
I
it's
just
like all
stopped.
It's like
flashbacks.
dying
You don't-
off screen. Yeah.
Exactly what I was gonna say. It's like you get these flashbacks is all you get. You don't even everything happened off screen, so you're trying to feel what you should have felt from their loss in a flashback from somebody that's still alive. It's like, man, that's a downer, dude. I didn't even get to be there for the moment. You know what I mean?
So does anybody ever watch my show?
I have. It's not
You have?
exactly up
Really?
my alley, but I have. I think I even I know I commented. I don't remember what I said, but I wouldn't have left without commenting.
Oh, cool.
On that
Thank you.
YouTube radio channel. Sorry, I'm blanking on the channel name. But yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
Do you do that daily, or is it just like certain days? I can't remember.
No, it's on this day with Christy on WCDI.
maybe not.
Right,
It's
but
our
I'm trying to remember if you
radio
do that.
station.
With the
Yeah.
medium.
Do you do that every day, or is it just certain days? I can't remember.
I do the show the night before it airs,
Hmm.
and I send it to my boss, and then he approves it or tells me to go flake. But I've never been told to go flake, so I guess I'm doing okay.
You have the YouTube channel though, right, Christy?
Yeah, I got different. Like we taught the first. See, there's a series of ways. I'm talking with my hands, and nobody can see me. There's a series of ways that I have to do it, but I can basically talk about anything I want after the on this day in music history. Then it's on this day factoids, which I can talk about anything from the factoid station. And then
Didn't
I
you have a
do
cooking one or something? I
trivia.
thought you were
I do
cooking
trivia.
something.
Yep, I do trivia, and then I
I didn't
do
know you had all
other
that.
things.
Oh, shit. So where do I go? It's on YouTube, right? I mean, there's some. Did you put it
Yeah,
up there?
go to WCDI.
WCDI.
Yeah, when I get back to my keyboard, I'll share the link in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fully licensed. That's metal, heavy metal. It's not heavy metal. And I think that's you. That looks like you.
Yeah, it's me.
Now, where was that operating out of? Orange, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Comments are turned off. What's up with that?
What
No
happened?
views. Comments are turned off.
That's not right. That's weird. Brian didn't say nothing about that.
15 hours ago, no description. I swear you were doing some cooking thing. On the
It's
other-
hard for me to hear.
Oh, I thought you did a cooking thing.
No.
I wonder what the hell I'm thinking.
I just cooked dinner
Anyway.
for my cats, apparently.
I forget
It
what
was
you were
originally
making.
for me. But Squishy's in the pot throwing stuff down to Midget. I'm like, hey, no tag teaming. Get out of my
Midget.
food. My cat's, I got a cat named Midget.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so when I get back to the keyboard, I'll drop Christy. I'll drop your channel in the chat. Foo, you have a channel, right? I don't know how active
There's
you are
nothing.
with it.
There's nothing on there now. Just some windshield cam shit.
Yeah, Frederick's and James's channels are listed in the description.
I'm already subscribed to Frederick, but I'm not sure about James. I did subscribe to James.
Yeah, World Without End Lore on YouTube. I also need to drop. I gotta drop Animation Overload's channel and Neff's channel. They both have channels. They were in the chat. I want to drop those in there too tonight.
Oh, cool.
And James is
Alright.
playing that ever addictive Bejeweled.
Apparently, there's
That looks like Candy
book.
Crush.
Oh, this was essentially what Candy Crush ripped off a decade after. This was where you just would buy a game one time, and then that was it. No DLC or nothing. Just
right.
here you go. Here's the game.
Yeah.
It's Bejeweled.
Back in the day. Remember what it was like looking at the backs of the games in the store and trying to decide because you didn't have enough money for more than one thing. So you're trying. It's like the video store dilemma. You're trying to find the best thing with the best pictures and the best description and try to guess what it's
Because
going
you
to be.
have never
'Cause
played
nobody
them.
knew shit back
You've
then.
never
Nobody's
seen
ever
anybody play the
real-time
game.
strategy. Yeah, it's like, well, what's this? It's real-time strategy, but nobody had a word for it. They didn't call it that. You had to look at the pictures and figure it out. And
Even the
then it's
freaking
like-
game commercials, they wouldn't show
And then they
you
would
any
be-
gameplay.
And then they would reference different games as time went by, so people would know what the hell you're talking about. It's like Warcraft, the original Warcraft. The next game, there was a Doom game too in the 80s that was basically real-time strategy, but not the way we know it today. And so they
Well, it's kind of
they
what
got to the
kicked
point
off
where they could
the
reference
whole
each other.
StarCraft thing. Like Dune was the first one to do it that way.
What do you mean? Oh, Dune?
Yeah, Dune.
Like Dune
was-
2000?
Yeah, I think it was the one
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kicked off those RTS.
Okay, well, there was one earlier, which is why I was so excited when I got Dune 2000. But when I started playing it, I'm like, what is this? This isn't like the original at all. Because it was hard to describe, and my memories are fuzzy, but it wasn't the RTS that we're used to today.
I played Madden.
Madden. I watched my friends play it, but I was never a controller guy. I was always a PC player, so I was full on retarded
I
when I
like the
tried to play on
controller.
a controller.
I like the controller.
I played Expedition 33 with it. It is pretty nice once you get used to everything. It highly recommended that you do that, so I figured, what the hell, I've got a Xbox controller or whatever.
I don't even have internet, so
Oh, that sucks.
Wait, what? You don't have internet?
I don't have internet. I don't have a TV. I don't have cable. Let's take a look at this crap piece of stuffed phone.
Well, you
That
can do a
seems
load.
to drain every 5 seconds.
All right, well, we shifted gears, but I wanted to go back and ask you guys if you've read the Rift Wars saga from Raymond Feist.
I have not.
Oh man,
That one's
that's
foreign to me.
speaking of what got me into reading. That's the series that got me into reading, and it got me there through a video game that was based on that book series. And the writing was so insane because he did the writing for it. It was so engaging that when I found out that it was based on a book, or maybe I always knew and just didn't care until I got into it and had read so much of his work in that game.
Mhm.
But either way, I ended up going out and getting the series, and I've read it like 10 times throughout the last 40 years.
Oh wow.
Okay, you want to hear something interesting?
Sure.
What's that?
Ethan, you already know.
Okay.
When Ethan first started out, it was supposed to be a video game, not a book.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
What changed your mind?
I told your secret.
Oh, that I've said that many times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've said that on here many
Don't burst
times.
your bubble, asshole. She was so proud of herself, and you just had to go in there and knock her down.
That's right.
No, seriously though, what was it? Just the production? What made you
I
decide to-
sat down and I was never good with computers. And
And
sat
he-
down and I downloaded Unity, started playing with that, and then I was like, all right, but how do I make the blocks and everything? I'm like, oh, they're called assets. Oh, I got to make it in a separate program and import them in. So I downloaded Blender and started trying to teach myself how to use Blender, which I had trouble with PC Paint. How was I going to, after 6 months of beating my head against the keyboard, I figured, well, I guess I just don't have the skills to say that.
I feel you, man. That
build
would have had
this.
my head swimming.
But at that point, I had so much of the story written out for the game that I've
Right.
gotten attached to the story and the characters. And people who are reading the story, I would say, hey, what do you think of this as the story for a game I'm working on? And they would ask, well, when's the book coming out? I'm like, oh, no, it's not going to be a book. I don't want to write a book. That's way too involved. But then when I realized I'm not going to be able to build the game and I was attached to the story, I want to share it with people. I was like, well, I guess it's going to be a book.
I was editing his, or not editing, but reading his thing about what he wanted to put on the screen. And I'm like, send me the next chapter. He goes, it's not a book. I'm like, yes, it is.
Yep. So it
I was
became a
so
book, and then it
engrossed
became
in
two,
that.
Close enough.
and now it's becoming two more. So
Mhm.
I'm getting near the end of my first draft for Mystified Investigations, and then when I get
I'm
that done,
very
I got to
proud
do the
of
first
you,
draft
Ted.
for United States Stellar Marshals, and then I start the redrafting, polishing process, the beta readers, developmental editor, then copy editor, book cover guy. It's a whole thing. But I'm hoping to have them both out this year because I want to release them at the same time. They happen concurrently and they intersect at one point. So I want to release them side by side.
That's funny. That's why I keep books that I've already read. Because especially if I'm reading like a series,
Yeah.
I keep book because I'll go back and re-reference that. Like I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right, and I'd go back and find it in the book, in the other book. And yeah, I'm a weirdo. I know.
Has anybody ever read the Rhapsody series?
No, Christy, I dropped the link to your channel in the description.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I keep saying your channel. I know the channel that hosts your show in the description, I guess is.
Oh, okay.
There was an assassin in that rivals Artemis and Triri. He was really, really good.
Oh, wow.
Cool character. Yeah, and I don't say that lightly, man. Artemis is the shit.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm also dropping the link. There's the link to Nefarious. I highly recommend his channel. He is a lot of fun. Now I got to go find Animation Overload's channel somewhere in my subscriptions here.
And I'm gonna hop off, guys. I gotta get to bed early tonight.
Gotcha.
But thanks for having me on. Yeah,
All right,
good.
thanks for hanging out, Frederick. It was
It was a
as
blast.
always good to see you. Shout out your show and your stuff before you go. Parting plug, man.
Right. So I have a show called Proof of Comics on a channel with my namesake, Frédéric Guimont. And so come check that out. I've got a show tomorrow at 8:30, which has some of the same characters you've met on this channel. And I've also got a comic in the works that's going to be coming out in March called Rattel. You can find out more about it on rattelcomic.com. Check that out if you will.
Nice.
All right, and I'm gonna roll your trailer real quick.
Do it.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Roll
I
it.
gotta get a clip of that little commercial.
Thank you all so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I especially appreciate Frédéric Guimont. I'm just gonna call him out tonight because I don't know. I want to make everybody else jealous, and also he's got a great name. Thanks for coming on, everybody.
Frédéric Guimont. Okay, that is actually a really cool scene. I really like that. That's cool. Damn. That looks really cool, Frédéric.
Frédéric, what are you working on right now, man?
Fire.
Applause.
Why is there we go. All right, and Frédéric has departed. Don't forget to check out his show tomorrow night starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, Proof of Comics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who he's interviewing tomorrow night, or if he usually has somebody to interview, but sometimes it's just the panelists chatting like we do here. I don't know if he's got anyone lined up for tomorrow. But let's see. Oh yeah, kick the background music back on. There we go.
It's a badger in a box.
Yes, it is.
It's a box of badgers.
Badger in a box. But in the live chat, I have posted the YouTube links for WCDI, for Nefarious, and Animation Overload. For Frederick's channel and for James's channel, their channel links are in the description.
Yay.
Okay. Cool.
Now, how do I get back out of here so I can go back to the chat room?
All right. Well, thanks for hanging with us, Christy.
Give me a quick sec. I need to grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
All right. And now we're just going to put him full screen. We're all waiting for the box to open again. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Badger box.
Badger in a box. He's got a bunch of little things. Like you've seen them all, right, Fu?
I don't know about all.
You've probably seen the talking Cinnabon, the talking sandwich, the lizard lawyer.
No, I haven't seen that last one. I might have seen the other two.
Yeah, usually he goes by the lizard lawyer on Frederick's show. He's the Proof of Comics legal lizard, they call him. And then on his, when he hosts Terran Tuesdays, which is Tuesday, obviously, but the time is 6 p.m. Eastern, he usually does the sandwich. But do you know what else we got? We got another weasel. It's not a badger this time. It's an otter.
Squeak, squeak.
I'm
Otter,
here.
What's
What's up, man?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you guys?
Good.
Doing all right.
Had Christy here for a little bit, but she had to go.
Oh, nice.
Yep, Frederick just popped out too. So
Yep. Frederick, obviously.
Yeah, I just had time to hop in. It's been a busy day, but I'm feeling pretty good, all things considered. I just got some writing done, and I'm feeling good.
Excellent.
yeah, Christy says, "All hail Lord Otter."
Squeak, squeak. Hi, Christy.
Squeak.
Yeah, she was on screen with us for a little bit, but she hopped back in the chat. She had to hop in the chat before she started getting drowsy on stream.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, she was saying she takes a shot once a month for her migraines, but when she first takes it, she gets drowsy for the next 3 days. So she decided to hop off panel before the drowsiness kicked in.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, that
getting-
makes
She was
sense.
talking about stalking clowns. It was a whole thing. It was weird.
And she
No, we need to shop
she has no problem with clowns, which I don't understand. I can't stand clowns.
Damn clowns. Are always causing trouble.
Not too bad I don't have that clip of Happy Gilmore. You're gonna die, clown.
Perfect.
She says it hit me hard. Ah.
I guess it's not utterly fantastic then.
No, she's had better days, I'm sure.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I had no reason for playing that clip. I just wanted to play it. Well, that's different. Like I've told you before, Christy, I don't have a problem with people portraying clowns. I just don't like clowns.
Hey,
I
that's-
am a clown.
The class clown.
I didn't know
Back-
you were clown phobic or whatever.
She was a professional clown.
I'm not clown phobic. I just they repel me.
Okay, so
Well,
clown repellent.
That's. I guess that technically falls under clown phobic.
we've
But
kind of been programmed, man. All the horror movies and television shows. There's always a clown episode, man.
You just watch it once and you're like scarred for life.
Scarred, that's it. It's clowns are never going to be the same after that.
my character could take down Pennywise. Not true form Pennywise, not a chance. But the Avatar Pennywise, I think she could take him
Right.
down.
So what is true form? It's like some kind of
He's a cosmic eldritch entity.
yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's a scale none of my characters.
I only
can
heard
be
that
able to
recently.
handle it. But the clown Avatar from the movies and stuff, I think my character could take her down. One of the tricks she can do as an empath is prevent her feelings from being detected. So if he can't feed off her fear, she's got an advantage.
Well, that's interesting. There's plenty of people around that would be terrified, though.
Yeah, she might very well be terrified because she hates. She is a little afraid of clowns, but she can prevent him from feeding off that fear by being an empath.
No, but I'm saying if she was in a city or whatever, in anywhere with anybody besides her, he could draw off their fear, and that would be a problem.
Yeah, that could be, but
You have to isolate him, right?
she's got a few other tricks that could probably start looking into his avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Christy says, "Good night, my friends and my extra family. Have a great night, Christy. Hope you rest well."
Yes, rest well.
Yeah, and again, I've put the channel that hosts her show, WCDI, in the chat, along with Animation Overload's channel and Nefarious's channel. Go check all of them out.
Check them out.
Do it now! Well, after the
Like
show,
button.
of course.
Do it now.
Do it now. Do not wait.
So what do you got going on, Otter?
Let's see. So I'm in the middle of finishing up an outline for one novel. I'm also finishing up a short story on the side. I am in the early stages of learning Japanese. I've recently got back into going to the gym, and I'm in fasting again. So a lot's going on.
Awesome. I should do all of those things, and I'm doing none of them.
Well, the thing is, days have gotten a bit busier. I I will say this though, it's been a strange situation where it's like usually I find myself hesitating or something like that or doubting myself. Not this time. I'm like, just kind of going with emotions. And strangely enough, that's all it needs.
Yeah, I'm getting near the end of Mystified Investigations first draft.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the biggest part was I have a lot of moving parts, and I'm trying to figure out how to have what character where for, certain things I have planned. I'm like, wait, I need this character present for that to happen, and they're way over here. How do I finally got all that figured out. So,
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, I actually had to move one thing to a different spot in the overall book timeline. I'm like, you know what? It just works better there anyway. So I wanted to have it happen sooner, but now I realize, where the characters were forced me to have it later, closer to the end. I'm like, that actually fits better there anyway, just for the overall narrative.
Yeah, sounds like it. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Though. Progress.
Yeah, it's kind of a relief, but then I have to go and get what's it called? United States Stellar Marshal. I gotta get that draft done because remember, I want them both coming out at the same time because they're happening concurrent and the two books intersect at one point.
Oh, gotcha.
So I want to release them at the same time. So I need to. I'm hoping to have them out this year. Near the end of this year. So they'll both be coming out at the same time.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I got to do a lot of drafting tomorrow. He's got a short story release in about 3 days. But Fu Man, what do you think of the upcoming Stargate show? Well, he's gone, I guess.
Fu Man might be AFK for the moment.
Or he might be having issues with his audio again.
That too.
I don't know. Saboteur, if you want to hop in, there's a link. Feel free.
Saboteur Academics. Self-published, I presume. I actually have slightly more evidence it's going to be woke. The writing staff's from Canada.
Oh, that reminds me. I just started checking out a new season for a show today. Have any of you guys watched Primal at all?
No, I've heard of it though. I've actually heard good things about it.
Is that the Predator one?
No. This is it is an homage to Robert E. Howard. Actually, the premise is it's kind of prehistoric times. It's actually left a little vague. Only thing is there's dinosaurs.
Age.
Yeah, there's dinosaurs, but there's also humans. So it's a tag team up of a caveman and a dinosaur called Spear and Fang, and it's basically pulp adventures. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Season 3, the premise for it is it's awful, but in a good way. Because I guess spoiler alerts, the main Spear dies after a certain point, but season 3 he's brought back through witchcraft as a zombie, and he's slowly recovering his own memories and humanity. I watched the first episode and I'm like, this is just awful. I feel horrible for this guy.
Yeah.
So we're talking about that anime with the dinosaur?
It's not an anime, but it's same creator, it's Genndy Tartakovsky, same creator for Samurai Jack.
Yeah, I've watched that. I watched quite a bit of it. It's pretty wild, man. It's not like anything I've ever seen. There's no dialogue or.
Now, is Fang the human?
No, Fang is the dinosaur.
I'll have to check it out because you almost turned me off there. I promised myself no Asian shit this year. I'm going all American. No Asian shit this year, right?
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, I went from watching a couple of anime series to watching something that's distinctly Western. And I'm like, man, it feels good to have more Primal. It's been a while.
Primal, yeah.
You want to watch an animated movie that's distinctly Western? Orin and the Legend of Star Chaser, or Star Chaser, the Legend of Orin. And I'm not saying it's good, but it's kind of sort of worth a watch. And it's a blatant Star Wars ripoff, or tries to be. There are some scenes that it looks like they just copied a Star Wars scene.
Yeah.
But there's something about that animation style that just like you don't see it anymore.
Sometimes a movie doesn't have to be good, it just has to be entertaining. Or at the very least, pique your curiosity.
This one does that for certain.
I was watching
find a clip of it.
I was watching Angel's Egg for the first time last night, and that movie is a trip. I don't know if you necessarily watch it for the story, because that's kind of going with the assumption that the movie has a story. It kind of doesn't.
Okay.
That's not good.
Well, here's the thing. It's still a good movie. It's just a mood piece. That's all it is.
Atmospheric.
Character exploration.
So this is the same director as Ghost in the Shell. People have kind of pointed it out where it might have inspired Dark Souls in a few ways. And when you watch the movie, it feels like Dark Souls. It really does.
That's interesting because... What? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's just kind of like... It's not like medieval fantasy or anything, but it's like... It just feels like the characters are exploring a world that's really dead. But it's like... It's dead in a hauntingly beautiful kind of way. That's kind of what makes it interesting to watch.
Just show us the thing, Wrangler.
Well, let's circle back because I heard you guys ask me what I thought of the new Stargate, and I definitely have some thoughts on that. It's just basically summarized by saying that it's going to be produced by the same people that produce everything else. The people that wrote that aren't necessarily a good bet because people that were based as fuck back in the day are just retarded now. So it doesn't even matter what kind of cognitive fortitude they had back in the past, how base they were back in the past, because if they've had to, based on their environment, the people that they live with, their kids, whatever, they've had to adopt this ridiculous philosophy, then they're going to be just as bad as anything else that's going on today. That's why I have zero faith. I'm not going to get disappointed at all because I have zero faith. And they're still being run by the production companies. All those same dipshit board members are the ones deciding what's going to get done and how it's going to look.
It's already
ridiculous out of touch executives making decisions. It's going to be nothing we are interested in.
Go ahead, James.
There's already a word that it's going to be quote unquote diverse and for everybody.
See, that's just it. That's the famous quote. You know, if you try to make something for everybody, you make something for nobody.
Yeah, it gets watered down big time. And the core audience that you're trying to build off of, you kind of push away.
Yeah, and because guess what? You guys know how television works. If you add something, you have to take something away. So every time the execs tell you to add a scene with a diverse couple in it, just for the sake of putting that fucking diverse couple in there, you've got to take out quality material that was important to the story and important to the experience. Something's always got to get cut. That's why everything looks so fucked up in the editing. You can't make sense of half the shit that's out there right now because it's edited so retardedly. Those guys have got to be out of their minds trying to juggle all the shit that they're being told to do. These editors, I mean.
And do they really have to force diversity in there? They had some diversity going on just organically originally.
Well, that's at a corporate level. Absolutely, they have to have it.
I mean, why do they have to force more in there when they had it happening organically? And
no,
people
they don't see
really
it that
like
way.
these
In
diverse
fact,
characters.
if you
Why
ask
should we
them,
put them aside for
if they'd ever actually seen an episode of SG-1, they would come up with 50 different microaggressions against Samantha Carter. No, we think it was we think it was diverse and all that. It had black people, Asian, whatever. Star Trek was diverse. Not the way they think of diverse. It's a completely different definition.
Yeah, I was really hoping that they were moving past that and just getting back to telling good stories again.
Well, and that's just it. They probably did, bro. That's the problem. But then you try to get it produced, and those people have to have their say.
Their checklist.
They get to have their say, and their say includes that checklist. They don't even mentally, they've never seen it. They don't care. They'll never watch it. They won't do anything. They'll just have their checklist. These people know jack shit about what they're making.
That's because the audience is no longer the customer. The shareholders and
The shareholders,
advertisers
exactly.
are.
Exactly.
And
Shareholder perception and ad revenue. If
Yeah.
you can tell the people that you're selling ads to, you can convince them this is a totally progressive, that's the word, progressive show. You're going to want to run your ads on this show. Well, then they're going to have their own checklist because that's how they work. Target, whatever, Walmart, any of those people, they're all going to say, well, we're not putting these commercials on. We're not paying for ads on these shows if they don't have this, this, and this.
Yeah, it's like, well, I thought they wanted their ads to go to an actual existing audience that
Well, and that's the
that will
corporate
buy their
confusion.
products.
Again, these people know fuck all. They know what their stupid little assistants tell them that are on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That's where they get their information.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no matter how much I want to point out how they're wrong, it doesn't change the fact that they're doing it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And that's just it. You can't tell them they're wrong because if you do, you're a Nazi. You're wrong. You're so wrong, you're dehumanized.
Yeah,
It's not even just being wrong anymore.
It
It's
seems like
you're not
some
even
of
the
that
person.
has eased up though, but it's still very much
Very
prevalent.
little and in isolated pockets, man. And to make an impact on the whole, it's going to take time. It's going to take those people rooting themselves in, just like it started the other way around. They slowly rooted themselves in through the human resources department. Well, that's the way the counterculture is going to have to work. They're going to have to root themselves in slowly until they can produce things that are proof that that's not necessary. You can still make something that you'll be able to sell tons of ads to because they'll play it, they'll see the demographic ratings, and then they'll be able to sell ads based on that. But it's going to take time, man. It's crippling. I don't even know. It feels like the world's going to end before this ever gets fixed.
Yeah,
It's
just
so
might.
bad. It's so bad.
It seems like everything has to appease to some oversensitive cat lady's version of HR.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I spoke a moment ago about Star Chaser, the Legend of Orin. This is from the 80s. So I'm going to play the trailer for it. I don't know how much StreamYard is going to compress the audio on this, but yeah, let me shut off that background music and I will play the trailer. Here we go.
In a distant galaxy, the darkened caverns of a cruel world hold the secret to a fantastic adventure. A quest to free a world from slavery and the universe from tyranny. A quest for truth, dignity, and freedom.
There is a world above, a magnificent universe to which you can return if you have the courage.
A quest for Star Chaser, the Legend of Orin.
Right.
Thousands of years ago, on some obscure planet, a primitive chess computer was the first inorganic mind to beat man. In a few hours, I will be calling checkmate in the last such game the humans and their kind will ever play.
The dude who pilots that ship has a cigar in his mouth the entire movie.
Behold, the great god of my world. Murderer! Without this, you are but a weak piece of flesh. Tell me, Kahuna, what is the secret of its power? You know, and you will talk. Khan, you are mine.
The greatest adventure of all time is here. The search for truth, the battle for freedom, an immortal struggle against the forces of evil. on an incredible journey to the edge of imagination and beyond. The legend lives on in a thrilling fight for survival. Star Chaser, The Legend of Orin. The fantasy experience of a lifetime.
Well, that looks cool.
Yeah, and if you watch it, you will have no problem being able to pick it apart for all sorts of issues. But for whatever reason, I just found it to be a fun watch. And
Cool.
I miss that animation style too, that hand-drawn. It's very 80s.
Yeah, it's a style you saw a bit in the 90s as well. Most of it was good. I think it was around, like Heavy Metal 2000 where it started looking really bad.
Yeah. And I watched one of these, I guess you could say progressive types who do movie critiques and stuff on YouTube. Just recently watched this and had all sorts of problems with it because, this is offensive. That's offensive. What did I just watch?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Sure.
It's the classic pick apart routine. Here's the thing, and this is where the subjectivity of art comes into play. It's like there are movies I've watched where it's like this is technically not good, but I'm still having a lot of fun with it despite knowing its flaws. Every now and again, I'll come across a movie that's like that. I'm like, this is probably like a 3 out of 10, but I don't care. I'm having fun with this.
I'm watching a TV show just like that. They won me over in the first couple episodes because they had a chance to be intersectional feminist with this character that's, second tier character. The main guy is from The Librarians. Christian,
Noah.
Christian, no. He was an angel. God dang it. I'll
Anyway, on screen right there, that's the dude that the critic that watched it and picked it apart. So it looks just like you'd imagine.
Star Chaser.
But, Almost Paradise is that show. It's on Amazon. It's pretty funny. Like we were saying, there's cheesy shit that's stupid. You could pick it apart if you wanted to.
Check out the movie Titan AE if you haven't.
I love that movie.
It's good American animation. I remember it being good back in the day. It's this nice mix of like enough adult orientated action in it, yet enough for boys. Because it's definitely leaning towards a young male audience for that one.
Yeah, it was Matt Damon, Drew Barrymore, Bill Pullman, and Nathan Lane were the main voices in that.
Oh, wow. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of that movie. I guess it didn't do all that great, but or did it? I can't remember. How did that do at the box office? Anybody remember?
No.
I could look that up right now. Let's see.
So, what else have you guys heard about the Stargate? I haven't listened to anything lately.
Yeah, Titan AE didn't do too well. I didn't realize I was freaking muted there. It was a mix of CGI and hand-drawn animation. It looks amazingly good. Stargate, the only thing we know is they recently just started writing the show.
Oh.
So they're starting from scratch here. And we know that it's going to have some woke elements in it.
Didn't they? I thought they already had a story they were touting, or at least
they just said that they're starting from scratch.
That might mean that their original plot was going to be so screwed up from all the added DEI stuff that they had to just scrap it. All right, well now I'm officially not on the fence anymore. Crap.
Well, yeah.
I don't care though, man. That shit lives forever in my head. I watch that show over and over. I don't care.
I mean, if you
the one who got Captain Garrett to actually watch it.
If you take it this way, the original show is not going to die.
Exactly.
The new show is not the old show. There's better stuff out there to check out.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be like Star Trek where they do so much bad stuff that it becomes Star Trek.
Oh, I hope not.
I mean, it is. It's already in the history books, dude. You can't take backsies on that shit. It's done, dude. All that garbage is canon.
I don't consider that shit.
Right. That's why I'm not worried about Stargate. In my mind, I can still go back and watch TNG. I'm watching it right now. Not right now, but I'm in the middle of a rewatch. I just finished Atlantis and SG-1. That stuff lives on forever. I'm not worried about it.
And Voyager. I know Voyager was corny and campy.
Abrams'
for whatever reason, I just loved it.
Abrams' Trek kind of decanonizes itself when you think about it, because all of it's in an alternate reality.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's the one thing
I'm talking
to
about the minds of the people.
Deliberately put it in a different timeline.
I'm talking about in the minds of society.
Yeah, headcanon.
Because a kid growing up, say a kid born today, he may never know about TNG because his parents only showed him what they watched. And they watched this trash, Kurtzman Trek. So you see what I'm saying? That's how it gets lost. That's what I worry about. As far as longevity, legacy type.
Because they pushed it too far to where they had it cross a generation and just...
Well, right, I'm going to push back against that. And I'll tell you why.
Sure.
Conan has had a lot of terrible stories written for him over the last century. But what is the Conan everybody remembers?
Arnold.
Not exactly. Though Arnold is part of it. It's the Robert E. Howard short stories. I have
no idea what that is, so that's why I said Arnold, because I'm a normie as far as.
I would say Arnold, to be honest. I think like Arnold might have overshadowed Howard.
I don't know about that, because the movie kind of condenses a lot of the Howard short stories in a lot of ways. The movie could not exist without Howard's influence.
Yeah, but that still overshadows it. People think of Arnold before they think of Howard when they think of Conan today.
I don't know about that. It's like, if you just watch Conan the Barbarian the movie, yeah, sure. But it's like, how many real Conan fans are just watching the movie?
I've never met a Conan fan.
Talking about in general, though, like the whole zeitgeist.
I mean, if you're a normie basic bitch, sure, I agree. But if you're an actual Conan fan who wants to get into the mythos, you're going to check out the short stories.
Sure.
Either that or some might check out the comics instead.
Yeah, but I thought the whole aspect was like, when people think of Conan, what do they think of? They think of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And he showed up in Red Sonja as not Conan, but technically he was, all because of rights issues.
But there's a lot of that over the years with different properties, you know, when they get turned into a movie. You know, if the movie often overshadows the property that came before, because, you know, not too much people read anymore.
Right.
Which is unfortunate but true.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, I looked up the Titan AE, and here it says it grossed 22.7 mil in the domestic market and 14 mil internationally, resulting in a worldwide total of 36.8 mil. The film production, however, had an estimated budget of 75-90 mil, making it a significant financial loss.
Holy crap! For back then, that was a lot.
100 mil for the studio.
Holy hell!
It was one of the best looking
bombs
of its kind back then.
Yeah. It says, despite its visual acclaim for combining traditional hand-drawn animation with computer-generated imagery, the film underperformed at the box office, losing approximately 60% of its audience in its second week. Which is weird, because those I talked to who watched it liked it. It's like,
well, that's a lot of movies. That's a lot of movies.
Weird, man.
Well, you got Transformers 1, that everyone who saw it loved it, but it couldn't gain enough traction at the box office.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird. Well, you
That,
know, and
that we
also,
can narrow down to the marketing. I don't know
not
where
only
it
the
fell for
marketing,
Titan.
but what their competition was for screens at the time and how many screens they were allotted. That has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, that's true. What they're being released alongside of can affect that greatly.
Yeah, yeah. And in the screen usage, they don't all get the same number of screens. Especially if it was a longer movie. It's been 10, 20, 15 years since I saw it, whatever, since 2011 or some shit. But
I think I've
the
seen that
length
one.
also means they get fewer replay times, so fewer ticket sales because the movie's longer. You can only play it 3 times instead of 4 times, like a 90-minute movie.
There's a very, that one I always remember the opening because there's a very strong opening when like humanity is leaving Earth.
Yeah, I got to watch that again. I don't remember any of it.
Yeah,
It's
and
good.
of course Bill Pullman's in that one as well. Very.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah. He plays the father, I believe. No.
No, he plays the lovable rogue.
Yeah,
The glorious bastard.
No, I mean, no. People haven't seen it. He plays the ship captain. Don't say any more than that.
Okay, that's fair.
It was very much
Don't feel spoiled.
Han Solo archetype.
Yeah, very Han Solo-esque. It's worth a watch if anybody's in. It's very pulpy, I'd say. It's got a very pulpy vibe to it all.
Yeah. And no, don't get me wrong. This is not a Star Wars ripoff, not by any means. But I'm just using Han Solo as an example of his character type.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are coming up on that time, so we're going to go to parting plugs.
Are we? All right.
Yeah, we're doing this. So, as soon as I figure out the right buttons to hit.
I want to plug Rain and Feist again. You guys need to check out the Rift War saga.
All right, go for it, Blue. Plug away.
That's all I wanted to say.
Checking out the Rift War saga. All right, thank you, Fu. James.
Yes. Check out my short story series, The Evergreen, where an ancient evil arises in a lawless land and an orphan army must fight. It's quite the epic series. Our next episode, which I release them, I call them episodes. Our next episode is going to release in approximately 3 days' time. That'll be I believe that will be the 10th and the 11th installments, because for my premium subscribers, I give them early access to the next short story every 2 weeks. So you can check that out at worldwithoutanlore.substack.com. Hit the trailer, Wrangler.
Through hollow night, our voices soar. We roam no more, our spirits roar. In dust and shield, our hearts burn free. We sing the spark of destiny. No throne, no crown, no gilded lore. Our oath resounds forevermore. Against the tide, we stand as one. Our crow will echo when dark is done.
Yay!
That's great animation.
Yeah, Frederick Gilmont did the official cover, which is on every single issue released. Each of them is released with a free PDF for you to download and add to your collection.
All right. Otter.
Well, if you want to check out what I have 2 books out available for purchase, both of which you can find on Amazon. That is The Curse of the Star Raids and The Shadow of Twin Moons, 2 companion books in the saga of Steelan Stormbright, an ongoing series which I'm hoping to pump out a 3rd book here in the next year or so, as well as a couple other books. I've also got a few short stories in the works, so be on the lookout for those somewhere down the line. So yeah, if you're looking for classic fantasy in the line of sword and sorcery, inspired by the likes of Conan the Barbarian and Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser, be sure to give it a look. You'll find that it has some nice interior illustrations as well. So if you're not one who just likes to read the written page, there's a bit more there as well. So yeah, fun stuff indeed. Squeak, squeak.
Cool. That's badass.
It's a really fun trailer. James did a great job editing it, and Evelay's music is killer.
That is, yeah, definitely.
Oh, I also have 2 books out there. A little bit sci-fi, a little bit fantasy, whole lot of fun. I guess you could call it urban fantasy. I got Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. They are magic-fueled sci-fi adventures. And you can go on an adventure with Haley, Elizabeth, and Sabrina. Let's see, I've had Sabrina's, where is it? Oh, I turned off the wrong one. There we go. There's Sabrina. And,
look at that.
Yeah, that was, oh, there's another version of her right there. I'm gonna go. That was by Neutron Board. This one's by Frederick. But yeah, you can check those out on Amazon. Just go to Amazon and type in Bad Kitty Frequency Studios. They'll both pop right up. I am also working on the next 2 in the series, Mystified Investigations and United States Stellar Marshals. And so I'm hoping to have both of those out near the end of this year. So I need to get to work if I'm going to reach that deadline. But yeah, you can check it over there. And also check out my Substack under Frequency Studios. Chapters 1 and 2 of the first book are up there to read for free. So you can check those out and see if it's for you. Also, they are on Kindle Unlimited. So if you're on there, you can read those books for free. And now it's my turn to roll that beautiful bean footage.
Amy and Elizabeth are back, and this time the Spuds are really going to fly. Who's wild? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly. And Haley's world. Who's wild? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly. Who's world? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly.
Also on my Substack, you can see a short story starring these 2. This is Officer William Roberts and Hunter Reggie Stewart. And they are working with the LA police to solve a kidnapping case set in the same continuity as the Bad Kitty series. So you can go check out their adventures as well.
That was a great
All right.
song. Where'd you get that? Who did that?
James did that.
It's AI.
Okay, I figured. Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else
It's
anybody
good.
wants to touch on before we wrap this up?
No, I'm good. I'm
No, sure.
go support your local independent creator.
All right. That's always a good one to support because
And
you
by
find
local, I mean
more heart.
American.
American.
America.
None of that Asian crap this year.
No, but you'll find a lot more heart than all these stories by committee that we get a lot of times nowadays.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Hope you all had a good time. If you enjoyed this presentation, hit the like, and if you didn't, we appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time, and God bless.
All right. Thanks, Ethan.
Hey, happy to have you on, Fu. Whenever you want to hop in, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up next week.
Oh, sweet.
This is
Just
fun.
hop in the chat, and I'll drop the link.
Will do, man.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, man.
Bye.
God bless.
And there he is, off in the wind, being all mysterious and stuff.
Jewish space lasers.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye. Go home now.
Oops. Hang on. I tried to end it and I hit the wrong button. There we go.